Hi everyone, this is Jaya, and here today, as you asked in the comment box, you want a session or you want to your queries to be like asked in some videos from some of the person who has stopped in biology side for TIFR. So we have with us Sonia. Hi Sonia, how are you?
Hi. Hi, Jaya. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm also good. Okay. So actually, our the my channel subscriber who has subscribed me and someone like they asked some questions regarding this. So I'll ask some questions regarding that. All the same. Some persons have mailed me and I will ask all those questions.
Yeah, sure.
So let's start with that. Tell me about yourself, regarding like your academic background, from where you did BSc, MSc, and all.
Yeah, I pursued my BSc from Acharya Narendra Dev College, University of Delhi, in biomedical science, and then I moved to MSc from Regional Center for Biotechnology, and currently I am a PhD student in TIFA. That like it's my first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like in during your BSc, you were having that biomedical department, or like
Yeah.
they are only specific. Okay, okay,
Yeah, like
okay.
in
After that.
AMDC, we have different department, and one of the department is biomedical science.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after your BSc, you like what are the options? Like we can opt for MSc, from where we can do MSc.
Yeah,
Have you again any exam and all?
yeah. After during my third year in BSc, I gave different exams. Like one is the JJ Bells, which is for the like TFR, NCBS, and one is Regional Center for Biotechnology, for which I pursued my master. And for different like ICERT Pune, so ICERT Pune also takes students in MSc using this exam. So one is this JJ Bills and another is IIT JAM, through which one can pursue their masters in IITs, and another is like CEB, which now has replaced by Gate B, which is for JNU and different universities which are enrolling student based on this exam. So that's the exams which I gave in my BSc for my masters. These are different options which one can pursue. Like if they want to do masters in biotechnology, they can give Gate B, and if they want to pursue in life science, then I think JJ Bills is the best option. Like you have different option like TIFR, which is a reputed institute, NCBS, ISER Pune. They all are very good in, they are like masters, and also they give admission to integrated PhD. So you have basically masters and integrated PhD combined course, which is I think of 5 and 6 years.
Oh, so it means we can do MSc plus PhD like in integrated form from
Yeah,
TIFR also. So that's a good
yeah,
option.
yeah. TFR, ISER Pune, RCB, and I think ISER Mohali, which takes student
Hmm.
through IIT JAM. So there are two courses, like two subjects like IIT JAM in biological science and IIT JAM in biotechnology. So based on the ranking, they select the student like in ISER Mohali, which I gave the interview. So they select, I think, top 300 students, 300 or 400. And using this
Hmm.
IIT JAM biotechnology, they also select, I think, 250 for I, ISC interviews also. So you can take admission in ISC through IIT
Okay.
JAM also.
Okay. Means based on the rank, we will
Yeah,
decide whether we can get ISC or not for
yeah, yeah,
MSc, है ना?
yeah. For
And
yeah.
like in ISC, there is a program for integrated PhD also.
Yeah. They have the program of integrated PhD also. Yeah, through IIT JAM they take student for integrated PhD.
So there are so many options, right? After like we do BSc, we can give so many exams from where
Yeah,
we can do MSc in biological
yeah,
sciences.
yeah.
Many.
And they all are very reputed institutes and universities. So I think it's a
Mm-hmm.
better option.
So, okay, if anyone like you, anyone is planning for like doing PhD, so do it in integrated PhD. That will be more good for you, guys. I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
is,
we'll move.
but the thing is, if like integrated PhDs for 5 or 6 years, right? So if anyone wants to go out of India, like abroad, after for pursuing their PhD, so like for then the option is you have to do MSc and then you can apply for a PhD abroad. So for that, there must be a policy like I have in my RCB that I can exit after the MSc program. Like I have integrated PhD. So the option is I can whether leave after the MSc or I have to pursue PhD there. So these things one have to keep in mind that whether he or she wants to do PhD in India or out of India, and based on that, one should choose the course like integrated PhD or MSc only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move to the next question. Uh, how did you get selected for PhD in TIFR like this time? Like, what exam did you give, and what? How did you prepare for that?
Yeah, for TIFR, there is one common exam which is JG Bills, which is common for both MSc, integrated PhD,
Mm-hmm.
and PhD only. And based on the, I think, marks which they didn't tell us, but I think it's around,
Yeah.
uh, I guess so, it's half of like 50%, I think so. So based on that, they select the student and ask for some abstract, and then there is general interview like which is around 3 rounds of interview, and based on that they select the students. And the question paper like how it is like made, it's like very general questions which they gave in exam. So the thing is your concept should be clear, very clear, right? So they will ask only general question from 11th or 12th basics and what you have read in your previous courses, right? So 6th and 7th maths, and 9th and 10th science, 11th 12th chemistry and physics. So they ask very general question, but the thing is your concept should be clear. So once your concept would be clear, then there will be no problem in clearing that exam, because that exams is really very like easy. You can say if your concepts are clear, then no one can stop you from clearing that exam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have heard like one of person asked me that he has like gone through. He has thorough knowledge of this NCRT biology and chemistry. So is this enough for him to clear these exams and all?
Yeah, that is clear for that is enough for clearing the exam, but the thing is for clearing the interviews you need some conceptual knowledge, because in I think 11th and 12th NCRT there are just facts like theoretical knowledge, but in interview they mainly ask your practical, they test your practical knowledge and they test whether your concepts of like finding something is clear or not. So based on that you can clear the exam, but for interviews you have to have some extra knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Regarding some practicals we have
Yeah,
performed in our earlier classes,
yeah,
courses and
regarding
all.
your practicals and how you will do, like if you have to find something like protein interaction, right? So in I think I don't think in 11th and 12th they will tell you how to find the protein interaction. So these knowledge you will get while you were reading your textbooks, which are like standard textbook. If you read that and you're like I got this knowledge during my bachelor's only, so I don't think 11th and 12th will give you such knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also one question I have is uh, like the question paper you got like you told the exam you wrote for this
Yeah,
PhD, the same is for MSc people. So
yeah,
like the same questions will be same for both of like
yeah,
after MSc also before MSc
yeah.
also.
That's when they are just asking you a general question. So like 11th and 12th, I think so. 11th and 12th, chemistry, physics, biology. So for PhD also they are asking that question. So the pattern is same and the question paper is also same, because they are
Okay.
just
So
testing
some
your basic knowledge.
hmm got
Yeah.
it. And what books did you refer? Any coaching or something, extra material,
No,
extra study, some types?
no, I didn't take any coaching, but the textbook which I referred was like standard textbook for different subjects. Like for genetics and molecular biology, I referred Watson, and for immunology there is one book QB, and for biochemistry and cell biology, for biochemistry there is Leninger, and for cell biology there is Bruce Alberts, and one is molecular biology of the cell. So these are some standard books I think which I referred during my bachelor's, and based on that I cleared my interviews. I guess like in my master's also I taught the same books. Like these books were standard. So for these subjects, one should refer these books.
Means concept should be clear actually,
Yeah,
because questions will be same. Yeah,
yeah.
understood.
Because these
Okay.
books are like they give you some factual knowledge also, some theoretical knowledge, some practical knowledge also, and based on that I think I cleared the interviews.
Mm.
Yeah.
And these things I got from you. Okay. Like after doing MSc, is there only thing the biology students like can do only PhD like in TFR, or is there any other options, government job or something like that
Yeah,
they can prefer?
I guess so because there is some option like you can go to someone can go to industry, right? So if anyone has plan for like industry, then he or she can go for industry, like some pharmaceutical industry, which generally admit student based on their master's program, and another is like some technology centers like one is for genome sequencing analyst, right? So these are different option, like one can go to industry, some technology center where he can pursue genomic facilities and some analyst job, or
Mm-hmm.
like these are I think different option. Or otherwise companies like pharmaceutical companies, they can also like take based on their master's program.
Okay. So
Yeah,
there are many options like one person can choose after MSc also.
yeah.
And also guys, you can find the books she has referred. I will put it in the description box, so you can find it there also. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we will move to the next question, that is why did you choose TIFR for your PhD? Like what is the good thing about from other institutes in the
Yeah, it's
TIFR?
just like choosing one institute is not a like it's just based on someone's interest, right? So like I have basic interest in protein trafficking, so I found TFR, like many labs are working on this, and also like TFR is very like old, so and it's very reputed institute also. So I think doing PhD from here, it's also a, like I'm securing my future, and also I have
Yeah.
interest in many labs, so that's why I choose
Mm.
TIFR.
And I heard one thing about TIFR is like in first year you will get a coursework, and after in the second semester you will get coursework along with the project work something. You will rotate in different labs, so you will
Yeah,
have the option of choosing which lab. Like if you
yeah,
like some lab, you can go. So
yeah.
this is very good option
Yeah,
about
I
like
think
this is very good thing about
someone
TIFR.
like I have heard like when I was in masters or when I was in bachelor's also, so I heard that TFR like people there are doing some fundamental research, they are not translational research. So I was also confused when I was choosing TFR, but once I got through it, and currently I'm rotating in different labs, so I came to know that they are not like what people were saying, that was not true. There are many labs which are actually doing some translational work also, like fundamental research is the basis for translational work, right? So I think it's very interesting to go through this fundamental work, and it's not like TFR is only doing fundamental research, it's translational also. That was also a
Yeah, I
reason I choose TFR.
And interdisciplinary work is
Yeah,
also like the best thing we can
collaborative
find
work.
in TIFR.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Collaborative work with outside also like countries
yeah,
in, that's very like good thing about TIFR. I also choose for that only.
yeah,
And what are the other questions I have now? One question that one person asked me is that how much marks did he should get for this to get into TIFR written exam? That I think we don't know about that, right?
yeah. But
Like we
the guess
they
is,
don't
I think,
find.
40. I think, I guess so. 35 to 40, I think, for PhD. I guess so, but I don't know. Literally, I don't know.
uh,
The guess is around 35 to 40.
because we don't get any cutoff or
Yeah,
anything,
it's
right?
just ki we get one mail that you are selected.
Yeah, and also they see our some background also, like I think BSc, MSc, like marks and all everything,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
what do you think?
But I don't think so. They just consider marks because I think the selection for interviews is based on this only the exam, written exam, and for
Hmm.
interview selection, I think they consider all these things like exams, your reference letter, your marks in interviews. So I think for interviews they consider all this, but for selection for calling for interviews is based on the written exam.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think these all are the questions right now I have. So I think TIFR is a very good institute for doing PhD or integrated
Yeah.
PhD after BSc. I will wish everyone to like try for that. And also I want to ask one question, like what are you like nowadays having that coursework? Like how is your life going now in TIFR?
Yeah, like currently, like I'm at home due to COVID, so I have my coursework going on and as well as virtual rotations. So it's like 1 week rotation in every lab, so that I can choose 3 labs from which for which I can rotate physically. So it's one thing which is going on, and another is coursework. So I had 2 coursework in 1 month. So currently my 2 coursework are done, and I'm starting new coursework. So like to save the time, we have coursework now. But generally, the thing is, your lab rotations, like physical lab rotation and coursework, goes simultaneously. So in first year, you have to clear your coursework and also your lab rotations.
Okay, guys. So this was uh, all the questions you have asked me through mail or through comment box. Guys, I was not making videos these days because I was sick from last 2 months. But I'll hope that I'll make videos from now onwards, at least 1 or 2 videos in a week. And so that was from like our side for this video. Like we had Sonia, and thank you, Sonia, once again.
Welcome
So
anytime.
okay, bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.